Good morning. It's Kim. How are you doing this morning, crafty ladies? We're here on the Farmhouse Decor DIY Club. And this morning, I know I told you I was going to do something Christmassy, but actually I realized Veterans Day is coming up and I always have a wreath out for Veterans Day. It goes out the day after Halloween. So my next live isn't till Saturday, and I thought, no, I want to have this ready to go. So I thought I'd do a quick live and show you how I do a Veterans Day wreath on my burlap wreath. I love this thing. I have used it again and again. It gets done over and over. You saw it as a Halloween wreath. You've probably seen it as I don't know if you've seen it as a Christmas wreath. You will this year. Anyway, I've made it so I can change out the decor on the back. I can pull these things off. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can see I've got some red flowers here, just some felt. I've got wire. I've got my wire snippers. I also have my scissors. Don't snip your wires with these, although I do. I don't even listen to my own advice. Hang on a second. I'm just going to see if I can see if I'm live so I can see the comments because the phone is small. If anybody's out there, can they see me? Can they hear me? It says I'm live. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Okay. Perfect. So if I want to... I've got a laptop over here, so if I want to add a comment, I can do that. So, perfect. Alrighty, so like I say, going to be decorating this. So first of all, I'm just going to move this to the side, all these things, put my glasses where I can find them, and I'm going to pull these flowers off, which I literally just stuck them in the burlap. I'm like, no kidding, it's really not any harder than that, okay? And then I'll keep the leaves because I might want to use those. The flowers I'll just put back in my flower box that I have. And because like I say, I do change this out again and again. And this is that was a summer wreath. So my Halloween wreath's still in the door, so I actually own 2 of these, right? And then you can fluff this guy back up, like so. Let me put these. Oh, I also have my hot glue gun at the ready, but you're not going to glue anything on here, okay? And you know what I'm missing? The wire. There's always something I forget, you guys, but it's right over there, so just give me 1 second, okay? I shall grab it. There we go. Got the wire. I may or may not need this, but, you know, it's good to have it handy when I actually do need it. So I'm going to pop my glasses on so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. And I'll put this over here for now while we make, what I want to make is poppies to go on the wreath. And I have a black bow, sort of reminiscent that I made last year. I could probably make another one, but I don't have any black material right now, so I'm going to reuse this guy. Again, it just went into my wreath box with all the flowers and all the stuff from the last time. See, I actually could trim that. And then I reuse it every year. So every year I can do my Veterans Day wreath will be up the day after Halloween. As soon as Halloween's over, I'll change it out. It'll stay up till Veterans Day. And then the day after Veterans Day, I will take this off and up goes the Christmas wreath, which you guys will get to see. I'm going to just see if I can get you on here because it's easier for me to see your comments on here than it is on there, believe it or not. Because the iPhone, although it's very good at recording, is very small. Small writing, which I have yet to figure out how to make it any bigger. Come on, where's my video? There we go. There I am. This cracks me up every time. It's me doing something about me, and I can see it on here. Like, there's 3 of us! Ah! Imagine 100 years ago what that would have looked like. Okay, so I am going to put that to the side so I can see the comments if there are any. If there aren't, hey, what are you going to do? Watch it later. Watch it in the replay. If you're catching this on the replay, pop in the word replay and let me know that you saw it. I'd really love it. And if you think this is a good idea when I'm all done, why don't you share it with your friends, but only the nice ones, okay? Only the ones that you think would appreciate it. And I'm going to show you at the end what we're making on Saturday, and that you're not going to want to miss, okay? So I've made up the bow already. You can make it yourself. I got this ribbon from, I don't even remember where. It came as in a package. I think it was with a set of sheets. And I just thought, I'm going to grab that. So I did, and I used it for this, and I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to put that to the side for now because we're not going to need that. We're going to wire that on later. And then I have made some poppies. I made a couple different attempts. I took some, I think they're fake magnolias. And at first I tried, I cut out some of the middle, and I tried black marker, which worked okay. And I tried paint, which worked okay, but not the greatest, you know. But it did the job, especially from far away. And so I've done it, let's see. And then you can see I cut it out and I glued something in there. So I found this worked the best, okay? I like this the best the way it came out. And I used some of that black ribbon, but I'm actually going to replace it this year with some felt, okay? So I could not find these flowers at the dollar store anymore, and they were more like filled in there, and then I snipped them out, which I'm going to do with these flowers. So I found these this year at these are dahlias at the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to attempt to use them and see how that works out. If they look anything like a poppy. It just doesn't have to be exact. I just want it to be from the street, reminiscent of a poppy, okay? So I'm gonna take the flower and I'm going to cut out some of the middle of it so that I can put in a little bit of black felt, which I'm just gonna cut in a circle. So literally just go in with your scissors, which is why you don't wanna use scissors that you see what I'm doing there? I'm just kind of cutting out the center bit. You don't have to be super careful because you're going to glue on top of it. All right. And you can see how much I took out there. Okay. So compared to this one, you can see how much is gone. Okay. Not a ton, but I mean, there it is, right? I don't know if you could save those for anything. I really don't know. So I have this, and then I have cut out a black circle, and literally I'm just going to put the black circle in there, and I'm going to hope it looks somewhat like a poppy from the street. I've never found poppies paper poppies that I've really loved, or felt poppies that I've really loved, and I haven't even found flower poppies that I've really loved. So I've kind of had to improvise because I really do want to respect the veterans, and I really do. My grandfather served, and my father served, and I'm sure a lot of your family members did as well, or are serving. So I want this to be out there to let them know that I am thankful for their service, and you know that I get to live this life because of that. So hot glue gun, I'm just gonna squeeze it right in there. I put a fair amount in there, like that. Watch your fingers, and I'm just gonna pop that on and just push it down. And there we have our first sort of poppy. Now these ones, I think they look a little more like a real poppy, but hey, it is what it is, right? So I bought the black felt from the Dollar Tree, the flowers from the Dollar Tree. I'm gonna cut a couple of circles, so I'm just gonna do a few at one time. And maybe make that a little tiny bit smaller. And you know, you could put something in the center. I'm not sure, like some yellow, maybe some yellow paint or something, like little stamens. You could definitely do that. So I'm gonna put that in there. So I'll put the poppies over there. The ones that are, actually, I'll put a done one here so you can see what we're doing. How's that? Can you see that? There we go. Okay, a done one here, so you can see what we're after. I'm gonna glue this in. Put that in there. Just set it aside. That one already has, from last year, already has the wire on it. So I can wire it right back in, and it's good for another year. Glue gun needs some glue. So I'm gonna do another one. So that's the one I did. See, like it has the wire. It's not that hard. It's really easy. We're going to do it again. Right, pop the glue in there. And like I say, if you have a marker and you don't have the black felt, you have black material, you make it work, right? But because it all shows somebody that you care about what they've done for you, and that's the point of the wreath, right? Is to show some people that I'm thankful for what they've done. So, cut a few more of these. I also have some roses there. I'm going to give it a try because you never know. I have a little what they call a kissing ball, which I never really found a place for last year at Christmas. So it's not going to be a kissing ball anymore because I'm going to take that guy apart. So I'm just cutting this and folding it in half and then doing a half circle. And I'm saying these are probably about, those are about 1.5 inches, but you could do a little bit smaller. I think I might go a tiny bit smaller. That's probably about 1 inch. Those ones. Okay. So fold it in half, cut the half circle. Ish. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. And then grab yourself your poppy, your DIY poppy, throw in some glue, tap in your felt, and this will last quite a while. It'll take a lot to get that off of there. So, okay, and now that one has the ribbon one in it, but I'm going to go right over it because I'm not really happy with that. And so, but that's what I had last year, so that's what I used. This year I actually went out and bought some felt. I know. Living large, eh? So, there we go. Right over. Don't make it more complicated than it needs to be. There we go. So there's our poppies so far. Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so I'm going to give one of these, there's the kissing ball. Mwah. And there's one of the flowers I pulled out of it. See there? Just yanked it right out. So if you look inside, they're all just stuffed into a foam ball and glued in there. So it's easy enough to pull it out. It has a little bit of styrofoam stuck on the end. Not sure how I'm going to wire it. So I'm going to cut, I think I'll cut this much, like the bud, okay, out. And I'll just leave sort of flatter leaves. Let's give that a shot. See what happens. So I'm going to push those back so I can get at these. See that? And I'm just going to cut them off. Oh yeah, that might not be too bad. And then it leaves you like this. All right, so then grab your black felt. That's actually not bad. It's better than I thought it would be. So it's worth a try. You know, I figured I already have it. You guys are going to want to know. I want to show you. Black felt. Yeah, that's actually going to be pretty good. All right, surprise, surprise. Glue. You could glue the black felt, but I think it's easier this way that you're not handling. Where did it go? Uh-oh. I lost my little black felt somewhere. Crafters problems. All right, we cut another one before that glue dries on us. Quick, quick. So, like I said, you could glue the felt and then add it in, but I kind of like that you don't have to actually touch it too much this way, the hot glue, because I have burned enough fingers to know that's not fun. Oh yeah, I do like how that turned out. What do you think? Okay. So pass the poppy test. Okay. So we'll pop that in there. So I'm going to take a few more of these off this little kissing ball then and turn it into something else. So we're going to reuse stuff that I already have. See how it comes out with the styrofoam stuck to it. So I have a garbage can right over here because, you know, I do this every once in a while. And so, like I say, I just want to keep the sort of flat leaves, right? So I'm going to grab that little bud, push everything else down. This will probably work with pretty much any rose that you get from the dollar store or from your house, wherever you might have it. Snip it off. All right. And make ourselves a little circle. I could make a few circles at once, right? That would be the smart thing to do, wouldn't it? Let's see if I can cut 2 at once. Boom. Yes, I really am this crazy in real life too. It is just who I am, folks. It's who I am. And if you like crazy, you're in the right place. If you like a little goofy and, you know, not too serious, you are most definitely in the right spot. I want you to be you. I want me to be me. And us to all have some fun and craft together. So, yeah, I'm really liking those. Those are actually turning out really cute. And I have somewhere around here, oh, there we go, one of the ones that you put in your lapel. So not bad, eh? Not bad. So I kind of like that. So I'm gonna just keep that to the side. So we go the red and black, red and black. And which did I? So I've got a few different ones going on here. I've got this one. I've got these ones from last year. And then, where's my new ones? My new ones from this year, okay? So it all depends on the look you like, okay? But that's what we're going to be using to put onto our wreath. I'm going to do one more of these. I think I'll do the big one. And then I will attach it to the wreath. So you can leave these nice and long so they'll pop right through that burlap on the wreath, just like that, okay? Or you can shorten them up and add wire to them, which is what I wanted to do the last time. I don't remember why. I probably didn't think I could pop it right through the wreath, so I didn't leave it very long. But I'll try one and see. Again, I'm willing to try it and see so you guys will know. Okay? That's my job. That's what I do. Inquiring minds want to know. Kim will check it out for you. All right. And there we go. All right. And this is the last we're going to do the glue gun because we're not going to glue anything to that wreath. We're going to wire it so that it comes out easily right after Veterans Day, and then you can do your Christmas wreath. Okay. So there we go. We have all the poppies ready for now. Let's clean up a little bit here. Let me put this guy on. Right. There. How's that? So far, so good. So you can't see those anymore, can you? Because the way the camera sits. Awesome. Well, so next up, we move them off to the side. Bring on the wreath. Now this doesn't have an obvious top or bottom on the back, okay? And I like that, so I kind of think this is a little fluffy, so we'll just fluff it up. Okay, so you're going to take your poppies, right? And you're going to, if in the case of this one, I left it nice and long, and I have some wire on it as well. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm sure there was a reason for it. So you can push it right through that burlap. And then that's bendable wire. So you can just grab it and feel it in the back there. See, it comes right through. And bend it right around that frame there. And it stays. It's there for as long as you want. Okay. So these guys, we don't have that on. So let's see what we can do to make them go on there without a whole lot of trouble. So grab yourself some wire. I have this from the hobby store, but you can also buy, I saw some red stuff at the dollar store, and it's straight in the craft section. Might have been different colors too. Red would work for this one. So let me get the glasses on. This is going to take a little bit of thinking because I didn't plan ahead on this. All right, I'm going to, what am I going to do here? You can wrap it around the stem like this, okay, to make it hold. And then twist those two together so it's nice and tight. And there you have it. Now you've got a little stem on it. All right, and you're ready to put it wherever you like on your wreath. So I'm going to move it to this side, push it through that burlap. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing there. I'm going to move this up. Push it through that burlap till I can feel it come through the other side somehow. It takes a little bit because this wire likes to bend. It's not like the stiffer, it's not stiffer like this stuff, okay? So, where are you? Oh, there it is. Okay, I can feel it. And then just pull, and like I say, just twist along, put it on the back. You don't have to do too much. It only has to stay up for a few days, just so the wind doesn't blow the stuff away. And you have wreaths. All right, I think I don't need those wires. Cut those off. And I'm gonna put this in here. You just have to feel around for it. And then just bend the wire so it has like an L shape on it in the back. So then it's not gonna come out, and those are definitely staying on, okay? So my preference is to put some greenery on, like this, which I will wire in, because I like my wreaths to be decorated mostly on one side. That's just how I like to do mine. So I have these, there we go, and I will be wiring these in like so. Okay, so, and then I'm going to fill this in on this side with the poppies, just on the one side, okay? So, push that through there. You'll get the hang of this. And like I say, we do this so that you can reuse this wreath again and again, and you don't need to store 20 wreaths. I have 2, and I only have 2 because I do a lot of demonstrating with them, okay? So I have one on the door now for the actual season, and then I'm getting ready for the next one, and I want you guys to see how to do it. So, all right, so remember with these, I just took it and twisted, take the wire about halfway down. Can you see that? And twist it around that little nub tightly 3 or 4 times. All right, and then bring the 2 together and twist them like a twist tie almost. Okay, so now you have it on a stem, and it's pretty solid. You could glue it so it would be a little more firm, okay? And then I would put through there, pull it through, and twist it on the back over the wreath form. There. And this is just playing around, okay? This is all you wind up doing with it now is messing around. So there's one of the new ones that we did, and we left the stem on that because we're smarter this year than we were last year. And here we go. So this one needs to go there. So how's everybody doing this beautiful day? It's the last of our good weather here apparently, and then it's gonna start getting cold. So the poor kids on Halloween, it's supposed to rain here, so we'll have some wet trick-or-treaters, no doubt. But hey, it's not the end of the world, I'm sure. Oh, there we go. In you go. And another one of the new ones. So like I said, I like mine to be all decorated on the one side, and then I'm going to put the bow more or less on the top. Okay, so there we go. And then let me grab some. Let me see. I like this one. Okay, and I'm going to just pop that in there, and then that's going to require some wire. There we go. Just so it's going to stay. So I'm going to do a long piece for that. Again, I don't want anything glued to this wreath, right? Because I want to be able to take it apart and reuse. So see how I just went right around the front and back, and then I'll twist this in the back, and it's just going to hold it there. Then you can fill in whatever you like. This is very forgiving wreath for these kind of things. You can add a little more greenery. Let me see. Like right in these small areas. And you could even just push that right through the burlap. See how it holds? Well, it's giving me a hard time. I might have to, there we go. I might have to wire that one. This seems to want to keep falling out, and I don't want it to fall out. All right. So we have our greenery. Let me wire this guy in down here. You can just poke these right through the holes of the burlap, and they'll pretty much stay. You know, I know it's not official wreath making, but it is, again, the point of this is I want to honor some people, and I want to put this on my front door so that they understand I respect what they've done. So I've got one space left. I think I'll fill it with that. Can you see that? So this one has a wire on it, so I'm just going to use it, twist it around, bring it around the back. See, that's what you can do with it. So far so good. That's going to be on the one side on my door, like that. I probably need a little something right there maybe. And then we take the big black bow, which has pipe cleaner on it, and I like this to be right in the middle on the center. So I'm going to put this on my lap and just pull it right through, twist it like a pipe cleaner, right? And there we have it. You have to fluff this up. All right, and you have your Remembrance Day wreath that honors the veterans and the people that have served in your family and people you know. And then the day after Remembrance Day, you pull this down, pull everything off, throw it in the box that you're saving these things for next year, and you are good to go for your next one. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's been lots of fun for me to do this for you. Oh, hi, Tanya, how are you? Thank you, love the blouse. It's from Joe Fresh, right? It's an old one. The wreath is for Remembrance Day, and I showed how to make poppies out of dollar store, Dollar Tree flowers, and then because I could never find a poppy that I really liked, and then some greenery and a black bow. I think a black bow just kind of reminiscent of in the war when they wore black armbands when people had been killed. So so that's the wreath. Now, so that is today's project, and I hope you enjoyed it. Now, like I promised, I'm going to show you what we're doing on Saturday, and you're not going to want to miss that. So share this video if you decide that what we're doing on Saturday is worth you and your friends seeing and doing, okay? So I'll put this to the side for now, and let me show you this is what we're doing on Saturday. I'm going to be making these little gnomes, and I'm going to be showing you how to make these little gnomes. And they're super cute and so easy, and oh my god, they're so hot this year, right? So if you want to make these, be here Saturday morning live. If you have questions, I can answer them as we're going along. I'll be doing it live in front of you, and then if you want to make them yourself and sell them, you can definitely do that. I bet you they sell, and I think we're gonna have a great time. So Saturday morning back here, I'm gonna say 10 a.m. again. That seemed to be a good time for everybody else. I had more viewers on the Saturday morning one than I did today. That's okay. I know he's cute. I haven't got a name for him yet. So we'll have to name him next week or on Saturday when I go ahead and show you how he's done. So we'll be making them this way. You can make them farmhouse style. I think the black and buffalo plaid check kind of suits the farmhouse style. You could make it with some of those, let me see if you can see the the trees over there that we did. You could use those. Sleepy, yeah, he kind of looks sleepy, doesn't he? Yeah, sleepy, grumpy. Oh wait, those are dwarves, right? So that's my plan for Saturday morning, folks. I hope you'll join us. If you think that your friends might want to do this, please share this video with them so that they know to be here Saturday morning, November 2nd, and 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time at the Farmhouse Decor DIY Club. And we will be making gnomes galore, all right? Getting ready for Christmas. So I know it's a little early, but as a crafter that's showing other crafters what to do, I have to be a little bit ahead. So I hope you're all having a great day, and cheers and thanks for stopping by. And like I say, if you're on the replay, definitely type in the word replay so I know that you saw me. I think that's it for today. All right, cheers. Bye-bye.